Snitches, $15, think I ain't get 'em. The shirt to match, but you think I ain't get that with 'em? Man, they was ducking in that truck like I couldn't take 'em all. Hey, you niggas acting like you touch it, just obey the law. Yeah, pull up on your bitch and get that mental from her. Yeah, she a freak and she gon' fuck me in this rental Hummer. Look, thank God for this leather, cause she wet me up. Hey, got my hand up on my pepper in case she set me up. Yeah, hey, woo. You will only see me come outside, it's about some loot. Yeah, trafficking, back and forth from Kansas and Missouri. I got a knock in Louisville, I made him meet me in a loop. You a fool, and your dude's a fool, yeah, me too. Yeah, I got more than 20-something killers in the crew. Look, we don't talk about the, hold on, wait a minute. Look, we don't fucking talk about the stepping that we do, cause, hey, we outside, 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 we outside outside, we outside, we outside.
That's still good.
We out here. Motherfucking boy, Feezy motherfucking Cash, Talking Cash Podcast. Yes. Shit, yeah. We out here. I'm your host, Feezy motherfucking Cash. This is Talking Cash Podcast. This is Talking Cash Podcast Late Night. You know what I'm saying? Where we get ready to get off into some late night conversations. There's been a lot of shit going on. Not just so much as in the city this time. Thank God. Let's give a round of applause for no messiness going on in the city. You know, the town has been suffering enough bullshit, but this time it ain't about us. You know what I'm saying? Cassie, man, and Diddy case is popping off right now. And it is actually taking over the internet because people are really only seeing, the horrific things that Sean Combs had did to Cassie. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us are really only catching like the ass end, you know what I'm saying, of all this shit. And I can definitely understand that. Give me 1 second, y'all. There we go. Yeah, which is highly understandable, you know what I'm saying? Seeing as how, I mean, when we coming into these things looking at certain shit, and we coming into these things and, you know, some of the shit that might have happened to us before, we got a family member, what if that was my daughter, what if that was my sister? So, I mean, you know, we automatically coming into this thing with some sort of familiar error, or whatever the word is, being familiarized with kind of this story or this situation. Maybe we got a woman who's been abused mentally or physically by a man who she put her trust in. And, you know, in that putting her trust in, this man turned out to be a monster and he did not do her right. You know what I'm saying? So, like, a lot of people are finding familiar feelings with this situation. And I think that's what's kind of causing people to miss what he's actually up going to trial for, what he's on trial for. And that's kind of what I wanted to shed a little bit of light on tonight. So we gonna do this. Shout out to my YouTube family. Shout out to my YouTube crew, as well as shout out to my Twitch family as well. Facebook, you know, this is home base. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna make this shit rock. Let's get into the shit. Of course, I'm already knowing that y'all know that Tory Lanez did get stabbed in prison. And I believe this was a couple of days ago. And, you know, a lot of speculations are starting to kind of raise about the guy that stabbed him. You know what I'm saying? And the guy that stabbed him, they're saying that like something about dude and, you know, him being a convicted serial, or what is that? A convicted rapist or a convicted sex offender or something like that. Man, you know, that is that is what he is. he actually is a convicted sex offender. You know what I'm saying? And his name is Santino Casio. You know what I'm saying? Who was already serving a life sentence for second-degree murder. You know what I'm saying? And they allege that, you know, of course, this was the man that stabbed Tory Lanez. One thing I can say is, you know, this is getting ready to go into a situation. We're going to come back to it. But I just wanted to get y'all kind of, you know what I'm saying, on the tune of things and what the fuck we going to be talking about. And the things that I'm going to be trying to share my little light on tonight. You know, of course, y'all do know that I do frequent my Facebook page a lot. And I kind of get in there and, you know, I might seem a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Heartless. You know what I'm saying? I might seem like I'm totally oblivious to how people may feel in a situation like this. But I just want to let people know that I'm not seeing, you know, every side of this, even how Cassie would feel. But as you all know, that in reality and in life, your feelings don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, I mean, it's real. In life, your feelings really don't mean shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Most of the shit that you think that you got feelings about, it really don't matter. So we gonna get into that Cassie case a little bit more for real though. You know what I'm saying? But I think we gonna say that for last. We gonna say that shit. You know. And you know, we gonna make sure that we talking about Megan. And that's why my heading right now is Megan, I know you fucking lying. I know you fucking lied. That's gonna be that's gonna be our topic on this segment. You know, is gonna be Megan, now I know you fucking lying. You feel me? So let's get into that a little bit. Of course, everybody motherfucking know that goddamn Megan the Clydesdale. Hey, Megan the Clydesdale has actually been sorted out to be a fucking liar. You know what I'm saying? So I guess new fucking shit done. I'm gonna just read it to you. The brief about it is a legal team is seeking justice for Tory Lanez, who is currently serving a 10-year sentence in the shooting of Megan the Clydesdale, or I'm sorry, Megan the Stallion. And it says a press conference was held on Wednesday in which multiple people stated Lanez born Daystar Peterson. This nigga named what this nigga named? Daystar? The Star? Okay. The Star Peterson never fired the weapon. Okay. So a press conference was held on Wednesday, which, you know, was today. On Wednesday, in which multiple people stated that Lanez born the Star Peterson never fired a weapon. So y'all got to understand that what they basically saying is in a press conference, bro, they basically got more information. I mean, even though this man has already been sentenced, I'm not sure if this nigga had already had an appeal, which I think that he had an appeal after he got sentenced. Anybody can correct me on that, but the nigga done already went to his appeal and lost in the appeal. Because they was feeling like whatever the shit, the evidence that you got, we don't fucking believe you. We feel like you shot the bitch. Even though that her best friend is saying that she shot her, even though the witnesses are saying that Tory didn't shoot her, even though all the collaborating stories that take him away from this shit and that was brought into the courtroom, he still was found guilty and sentenced to 10 years in a state penitentiary. So after all of this, they ended up finding out that Megan the Stallion may not have been shot by Tory Lanez, who is now currently serving a 10-year prison sentence in which he was just almost unalived a few days ago. You know what I'm saying? Which is ridiculous, bro. Which is ridiculous. It takes for the man to get stabbed for you motherfuckers to see. You know what I'm saying? To damn near lose his motherfucking life. Trust me, we're going to get into that. Like this said, this comes as he continues to recover at a Bakersfield hospital after being stabbed multiple times by a convicted killer. You know what I'm saying? Now, like they said, what we do know is right now, Tory Lanez is serving a 10-year sentence for the shooting of Megan. You know what I'm saying? Born Megan fucking Pete. I knew she had that's why her last name is Stallion, because she's got a man's last name. Her name is Pete. I actually knew a guy named Pete. I knew a guy named Pete. I actually know a brother named Pete who cut hair on the corner of Quindura. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of explains why she's got these boy-like, tendencies. Kind of explains that a little bit, you know what I'm saying? As to what's going on with this sister here. The legal team alleges that she lied about what happened the night she was shot. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit in more detail, you know what I'm saying? Because some of y'all only really just watch and then y'all listen to what other people post. Then y'all see about all the shit that people are posting. Then y'all take sides. But this is really what this man is why they're now trying to come and say, hey, I think this man is actually being locked up in prison. Like half of these people that were exonerated from, shit that police said that they did years ago. I'm feeling like that half now that these motherfuckers are seeing that this dude damn near lost his life. Now they find out that he's locked up for no reason, and it may have to take them way more to get him out, even if the judges know that he lied. So what this is saying is Mr. Peterson, which is they're talking about Tory Lanez, was never given a fair trial, free from bias, political interference, and media-driven pressure, says Gianno Caldwell, who has been working to get justice for the Grammy-nominated singer and rapper. The news conference was held by the United People. The People. The news conference was held by United the People. That's a website, and its website describes it as a nonprofit organization in which a team of lawyers and activists who fight for social justice and assist the community in any way they can. They're hoping with the new evidence, he will be released and will not have to return to prison. That's a big ass hope. So what does this do? You know what I'm saying? That nigga should have never shot her. What is the toxic community thing? Because you got some people who were feeling like the nigga was guilty. That's a woman, a black woman. You know what I'm saying? And who's to say that this evidence might say that the nigga did shoot her. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like with him being famous and her being famous, with them bringing out so much shit in his life that he did in the past, or some of his posts or some of his comments or some of the things that he might have rapped about or sung about, I feel like all that shit right there played a part in his conviction. The fact of who he did this shit to, who the person was that was on his, that was on his case, the person that was saying that he did these things to. Look at her background. Look at her profession. When you look at her profession, she's the top at what she does. Women love her. Look at how much money she's given to these different agencies. You feel me? Look at who she's Beyonce's friend. The man never had a fair trial, even when her best friend said, even when they caught her best friend up in lies. She was arguing with her friend because she found out Tory Lanez got a piece of that wolf pussy. And they are both still hanging out with her, making her look stupid, embarrassing her. You're embarrassing me, cheating on me. Another typical, I'm not going to use any, you know what I'm saying, bro. You feel me? What does this behavior discuss in this content? This behavior discussed that she was angry. She felt like she lost. The same shit that some females do whenever they break up with their baby daddies. When their baby daddies was taking care of this baby, taking care of their punk ass, right? Because, I mean, look at this.
Right, I'm on live right now.
Does it make any sense? Motherfuckers get an attitude real quick. Motherfuckers get mad at you real quick. Motherfuckers feel like that it's over. Another bitch gonna get a chance to have him. And in Megan's case, my best friend got some of that dick. Pause. You feel me? So it was in her mind and in the content of her brain. And it was in that brain that made her feel like she lost. And in this case, got this man 10 years in prison. And not only that, from her actions, and because she was only thinking out of anger, she went through this whole thing. She went through this whole process, bro. Think about this shit. Megan Thee Stallion had time to say, hey, look, I'm just fucking around. Hey, look, I'm just tripping. Blood ain't really did shit. Nobody did nothing. The bullet just skipped off the ground and came from somebody shooting from last 4th of July and it just finally hit my toe. Look, I'm fine. She had time. I'm sure his lawyers was calling, hey, man, talk to that bitch, man. See if that bitch will knock this shit off. That bitch know this shit again. Come on, man. She told me if I ever fucked her friend, she was going to fuck me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure. Sweetheart had all the time in the world to go and make this shit right, bro. Some of you sisters out there right now got time to go down to that courthouse, go down to that child support office and make that shit right. Only thing keeping y'all from making that right, is because he's now over there with that woman. You don't want him back now. The decisions that you make when you're angry, you still have to live with those decisions, bro. It's a whole bunch of brothers in prison right now. Like, women don't get out. Most women, it ain't they first because they not impulsive thinkers like us. Like, we think out of very little emotion. They say men are emotional. Yeah, it's an emotion to be mad or sad or whatever. But men act on their emotions. 9 times out of 10, like a woman's, even the, like, let's just say the lowest vibrational woman who won't fight you, who won't punch you, what she would do in the action of her emotion is cry. Because that's an action. You know what I'm saying? You get into a misunderstanding. She doesn't understand you. You don't understand her. She fucking cries. That's an action. You got another woman that might want to sock the fuck out you. You know what I'm saying? You don't give her what she wants. She socks the fuck out you. She's good. I've known women that when it's over, it's over. I'm not going to call your phone. I'm not finna block you. I ain't mad at you. But it's over. Nobody dies. Nobody goes to jail for 10 years. You feel me? Nobody calls their brothers to make them fuck them up. Nobody gets their cock shown on fucking nobody gets their cock shown on fucking the internet. Pause. I mean, I'm saying, bro, it ain't a Johnson and Johnson baby powder. Goddamn, fast on fucking on the Instagrams. You feel me? Bitch, just leave you alone. Go ahead on, man. Sam. So it's like, bro, all of our motherfucking emotions, all of our shit, bro, we still gonna have to deal with that shit. Just cause, nigga, you done did some weird shit and then put a fake case on a nigga, you think that nigga not sitting in there trying to figure out a way, or he not gonna go talk to somebody who's gonna want to take his side, bro. Feel sorry for him. Shit like that is evil, bro. To get your point through, no matter what, to get your point across, no matter what, as far as even when you're fucking wrong, bro, that's evil. Don't go for no different than men. If we feel like we gotta go, you know, get off where we mad at. You feel what I'm saying? And go have to show a nigga, you know, we ain't going. That is evil, bro. It don't take away from it because I did it, you did it, they did it. It's fucking evil. Get back is evil. Tit for tat is evil. It's black brothers out here right now. I watched a story yesterday on a white man right now who his baby mama told his kids that he's a piece of shit. He didn't want to be in their life. It's always him while they broke. It's always him. Bro, that nigga ended up suing that bitch. That lady ended up going to jail. Had to do goddamn 6 months in jail. Had to turn over her kids. It was by the grace of God that this dude had proof that he did everything for them goddamn kids. Turn them fucking kids against this man. His kids. They prosecuted her by saying that she used her parental whatever to weaponize her kids against that man. Y'all can look this shit up. But you're not talking about how he what the fuck else is there to talk about on the Tory Lane case and Megan Thee Stallion, aka Megan the fucking Clydesdale. You feel me? Let's read some more into it. I really want to get into the dude that stabbed him. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the guy right there. And like, listen to what the fuck he had to go through, bro. Listen to his symptoms, my nigga. Listen to this shit. They said on Wednesday, Lanes continues to recover, or he continues recovering at a Bakersfield hospital. All he knows that he couldn't breathe, he could hardly speak, upon which the officer turned around and looked at him and said, "No, we gotta take him." He has to be airlifted, and thankfully, to God be the glory, he was airlifted. I want to report to you that I am very thankful to all of the attending nurses, doctors in that facility. They have done an amazing job in their professional capacity. That was what his dad said. Tory Lane's pops had said, Sunstar Peterson. That's kind of tight. How his name is Daystar and his daddy's name is Sunstar. Man, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So this is gonna be the new evidence that they popping out on a nigga, man. You feel me? This is gonna be the shit that they popping out. And I mean, shit, y'all on my channel, I would only be dumb if I didn't read it to y'all. So you better be lucky I can read, motherfucker. All right, give me a hand, man. Shit, I can read, bitch. Don't never tell me I'm motherfucking illiterate. I mean, if what is it? Illiterate. But compelling new evidence, y'all. We think that it's time. Enough is enough. It's time to bring the brother home. I like that. Hey, shout out to bring the brother home, man. You know, it's time to bring the brother home. Bring him home. All right. Yeah, but enough is enough. You know what I'm saying? It's actually time to bring the brother home. You know what I'm saying? Said Caesar McDowell, Unite the People CEO and co-founder, to open this press conference. That's what he said. Attorney Walter Roberts spoke about Lane's innocence and said that rapper never fired the weapon and that it was Megan's former best friend, Kelsey Harris, who shot her that night. Harris fired at Megan 3 times. Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody, never touched them, never fired the gun. This statement aligns with the statement of the only non-party witness to the case, Mr. Sean Kelly, who at trial testified he saw 2 women fighting, claimed Mr. Robert Welters. And this is coming from FoxLA.com. So y'all go and check it out yourself. You can always go to FoxLA.com to get all their local news, all their local weather, and all their sports, and anything else that you need to find out from them. So this isn't anything special that I'm getting this off of, y'all. This is strictly off of FoxLA.com. You know what I'm saying? So let's just make sure we put that on YouTube so they know that too. You feel me? But here, let me get more into that though for y'all, so y'all won't think that I'm bullshitting. But they also said there were 3 potential suspects in the car that night, and yet the only DNA sample was taken off of Mr. Peterson, which is, Tory Lanez. And they said the only sample was taken off of Mr. Peterson, even though unknown DNA was found on that gun. Damn, man. You know what? And I ain't even mad at nobody for real. Like, I ain't even mad at, like, you know what I'm saying, nobody for, like, playing around, saying that, Tory's he's a motherfucker shot a black woman. You niggas should be ashamed of yourself that a black woman. Nah. So the accountability part is going to be, like, really, really hard for you guys. I just want to, man, this is not to any race or any culture or anybody like that. It's just you cocksuckers who fucking already over fucking tried this case before it was done. That's not fair, bro. And even to me, after the court had already made their ruling, I'm telling motherfuckers like, hey, it's over. The judge said it's over. Whole time this man ain't did shit. They knew he didn't do shit. Excuse me, y'all. They knew he didn't do anything. They had evidence, the same evidence that they got right fucking now. Same evidence. Am I fucking lying? They heard the fucking best friend say, hey man, yeah, I had a gun. No, I didn't see Tory shooting anybody. First thing they did was start making her motherfucking statements. They start discrediting her as a witness. She about to fuck up our case and getting this man locked up. It wasn't like Megan Thee Stallion was suing him. Ain't like she was suing him for a bag. She was just mad that he got some pussy from her best friend. Former best friend. So in this case, ladies, who embarrassed? Because I want to know, because y'all always talking about somebody embarrassing y'all's embarrassing asses, right? Because nobody's more embarrassing than Megan the fucking Clydesdale, Megan the quarter horse. Nobody's more embarrassed than her. So, ladies, in this case, who in the fuck embarrassed Megan? Was it Tory Lanez embarrassing by fucking my friend? Was it Tory Lanez for fucking my best friend? You fucked my best friend? Or was it that best friend before you even fucking knew Tory Lanez that embarrassed you? And at the end of the day, all this was because you were embarrassed. I'm sure it's some nappy cornrow having, no hang time having, Pantyhose on top of your head, up under the wig, wearing moissanite name on her chain, wearing Beezy. That's gonna try to, well, I mean, you don't know the whole thing. I'm already knowing that there's gonna be some kind of lack of accountability taken by everybody that was wrong at the very beginning of this girl's motherfucking case and this man's case. When everybody was already taking Megan's side because she was shaking that fat ass and showed y'all how to squat down on y'all knees and bounce up and down for about 3 minutes and a half. And because of that, y'all took her side, encouraged her to send another motherfucking brother of color to the penal system. Y'all get the big wonk of the day, man. Ladies, I'm sorry, but anybody that took her side, anybody that's still taking her goddamn side, y'all get the wonk of the day. For real, bro. Straight up. And I mean, like I said, like, in conclusion of it, bro, for real, it's really not nothing to point no fingers at, to badger anybody about. We all make mistakes. Because there's some of us that just made mistakes. We all was actually thinking a certain thing and it didn't turn out to be that. We all make mistakes. You know? So, for the ones of us that just made an honest mistake, I get it. I get that. We all fuck up. You know what I'm saying? But the ones of us that just always be just going off of what people be saying, always be going off of what the next motherfucker be talking about, always just listen to what we hear and start reacting off of that, and don't even be fucking even taking the time even to go to foxla.com or the Kansas City's fucking Star. Go goddamn the New York Times. You can go to any one of these motherfuckers to get any kind of information, bro. We don't give a fuck about the Tory Lanez motherfucker, huh? Y'all, in psychology, bro, it kind of give you a aspect of, you know, how you can be able to control your thoughts, control your conscience, and kind of control your reality at the same time. And a lot of times when we do shit, irrespective of, you know, what the consequences are going to be, a lot of times when we do shit, it's like, it starts with the emotion. You know what I'm saying? We didn't feel like we was wronged. We felt like we lost. We feel like we're gonna lose. All these things is what caused somebody to react. And it's those reactions that end up costing us. Where did Tory Lanez go wrong at? Y'all want to ask me? First of all, he got so involved with somebody who, of course, she was a dancer. Do I have any problems with dancers? No. But one thing I do know about a lot of dancers, not all, a lot of dancers suffered past traumas, whether they were physical abuse, whether they were, you know, mental abuse, whether any of these things that I'm speaking, most dancers have suffered some sort of trauma or abuse. So with that being said, no matter if she's a rich ex-dancer, no matter if she's a rich ex, someone who has past traumas and she's rich, one thing about those traumas is that they're traumatization. So the fault that I would give Tory Lanez is for dealing with someone and getting so involved with this person, with the side of her that she's showing you due to the traumas that she's been through. Her being able to be feeling like if you hit her best friend, she was going to be feeling anything but happy. Because, I mean, he's rich as fuck. He can actually have any woman he wants. Any rich woman that actually ain't popular. But why she got to be rich? Okay, she can be poor. He can actually go find a poor woman who has no traumas. Right? Well, I went to school. You went to hell. Bitch. So I feel like Tory Lanez accountability should lie in I should have never started fucking with this bitch in the first place. I should have left this bitch alone the minute I saw her drop down and do the Megan knees. Good knees, good knees, good knees, good knees. When I seen that, okay, yeah, this bitch a whore. And I ain't going anywhere unless I got my niggas with me with this bitch. Tory would have thought like that. Tory wouldn't be laying in the hospital bed from a knife in his back. It's a fact. It's a cold fact. Tory would have kept it in his mind that this bitch could be crazy. Look at the stuff that this girl is doing. Look how easy she's doing it. Look how infatuated she is with my lifestyle. And she's rich. She chose me to put on the public scene, and I'm sure that she showed him some kind of way that she was clingy. You rich. Tory done been to Diddy parties. Megan done been to plenty Diddy parties. Plenty of them. You telling me this bitch ain't a freak? You telling me she ain't with the... Get your friend, tell your friend to pull up, man. What is you doing? Tell your friend to pull up too. Kelsey, what's her name? Kelsey Harris? Man, tell that light-skinned bitch to pull up. Tory was doing the same shit that you niggas be doing to the little females when they be out here. You see them doing the same shit I done did. I ain't gonna point at your job, me. That's why I'm done. That's why I'm able to talk about this now. I've changed. I've seen how much it was causing me later. It was costing me too much later. This bitch is fucked up. Now that the fun is over with, because the partying is going to be over with sooner or later. Roadhouse Rubies is going to shut down. America's Pub going to shut down. Right? Club Candy and Chemical going to shut down eventually. Right? Or Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Eventually Monday's going to come, and I'm going to have to see this motherfucker and see how she does on a weekday. Niggas be infatuated with that coochie. And niggas ain't understanding the only reason that coochie is good is because you're hitting lonely coochie. Lonely coochie is always going to be good. Gentlemen. Sorry, ladies, but gentlemen, lonely coochie is always going to be good, bro. She got some good. She's lonely, homie. And you the nigga that's about to break that loneliness and also deal with all the shit that actually made her lonely. Now all that shit about to be yours, blood. Yeah, you about to own it. And all them times you done stuck yourself up in that lonely hole, she finna charge you for that. With all the bullshit she about to throw on you when she was hiding all that motherfucking shit through that loneliness. Through sex. Now you tired of fucking her. All you got left is her fucking problems and her bullshit ways that she won't change. Not only that, you can't get rid of the bitch. And the only way you're going to get rid of her is if she get rid of you. Whether it's through child support, whether it's through jail, or she might even take you out of here, gang. Take you to a nice long lunch. You get you some sleep, and you sleep forever. All because a nigga don't know how to identify someone who has been through traumas. I was not able to identify someone who has been through traumas because the law of attraction had grabbed a hold of me first. God damn, she got that fat ass, cuz. You know. God damn, she looked better than the last person I was with. You know. You get a hold of this motherfucker, and in psychology, they tell you, in psychology tells you that the brain is only, and it only responds to consistencies. The brain does not know truth. You have to tell it truth. The brain does not already know the sky is blue. You actually have to confirm it with all the consistencies and all the stories that you've been told what blue is. So let's go back. Consistencies. The only reason that female like you like that is because of what she's told herself, that you are better than the last nigga. Right? Whole time, once she gets to know you, she sees that you ain't shit like the last nigga actually. It was only the chain that you had that was better than the last nigga. It was only because your hair is longer and my last nigga did not have hair, or he had hair. Yours just looks nicer. The brain is going to totally and actually miss all the bullshit about you. Knows that you own bullshit, but is going to fill itself up with the good things about you so it can feel more comfortable until all the bad things start to just come and flooding, and I can't turn away no more. So the brain don't know truth. You got to tell it truth. The brain only moves off of consistencies, bro. So like I say, bro, the only thing Tory Lanez did wrong on that situation, I feel like Tory Lanez did not, even though he got stabbed, all of this is a infraction of his decisions, bro. He might be wrongly accused, but all of this is a fragment of his decisions, bro. At the end of the day, he had a decision not to fuck her friend, and he also had a decision not to fuck with Megan the Clydesdale. Or Megan the Quarter Horse. It's as simple as that. And for that, Tory Lanez, my wounded brother, my wrongly accused brother, for that, you get the wonk of the day. Because it just ain't making no sense, man. So From here on out, we gonna make us some better decisions, man. You hear me? Let's get into some shit, man. Shout out to Urban Life Distribution. New album on the way, guys. Y'all definitely got to be ready for that. I'm a shout out to the sponsors today. Just so happens that our sponsor is Talking Cash Podcast. Let's give us a round of applause. Talking Cash Podcast is really the first, I would call, talk show in Kansas City. Actually, the first talk show coming out of Kansas City, Kansas. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by talk show is like talk show. Jenny Jones, you know, Montel Williams, the Maury Povich, you know, Geraldo, you know, Oprah Winfrey, you know, shit like that. You know, Dr. Phil, to name a few. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is gonna be like the first, actually is the first talk show coming out of the area that I'm in and coming out of the city I'm in. So we're gonna give Talking Cash Podcast our sponsor, and actually our podcast. We're gonna get him a round of applause, man. We appreciate everything that they doing for us and for the community. You know, as well as shit, we've been working on some merch. I want to give a good shout out to YGKC. You know what I'm saying? Let's give him a shout out too. We just had him on the show the other day, and he fucked it up down in here. You know what I'm saying? Real good, man, in the studio. You feel me? Really helped us out with trying to get on the algorithm as one of the talk shows and one of the, you know, in the podcast form. You know what I'm saying? So shit, he helped us out a whole lot with bringing that shit to life. So we just want to give a real special thanks to YGKC, and that's Greg Harvey. Y'all can go look at him on Facebook. Greg YGKC Harvey, you know what I'm saying, on Facebook, and I think it's YGKC5 on Instagram. So shout out to bro for that. Like I said, you guys can go order your shirts. The shirts is on sale. You know what I'm saying? Right the fuck now. And you can go order that merch at Talking Cash Podcast at iCloud.com. You feel me? And get all the shit that you want. And get it when you want it. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit that you want. So y'all don't forget about me, man. You know, we trying to push a hard line, man, you know, and make sure that we keep the brand Talking Cash out here, because y'all know what we doing. We talking cash shit. So like I said, one more time for our sponsors, Talking Cash Podcast. Definitely coming. Y'all check out this song. This is my song. This is my song called Money. You know what I'm saying? It's about to be on my new album. Of course, I try to tell y'all I'm about to drop a new album. Y'all motherfuckers better go grab it. The motherfucker called FN in the Track Hawk. You know what I'm saying? With plenty of features on that motherfucker. Actually, I take that back. It's plenty of features from niggas from my set, from my clique, my group. You know what I'm saying? And we really gonna take it all the way on this one. I think this gonna be the one that you know, let niggas know that Feezy is back, and I'm here to avenge my brothers Rondo and Lil Mo. You know what I'm saying? So y'all please be on the lookout for that. Also, my new single is about to drop. We Just Raw. You know what I'm saying? I done played that a couple of times for y'all, featuring my baby bro, Hustle Muscle. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be on that motherfucker doing this damn Thug Thizzle. You feel me? Of course, I came on this motherfucker like I'm supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Real KC rap. You know what I mean? And like I told y'all, the shit is all available. All the Talking Cash Podcast merch. You know what I'm saying? We got different colors, different sizes. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is get down in there, iCloud, you know, to go and order your merch. Like I said, any of the merch you trying to get, go on Talking Cash Podcast and go get it, baby. You know, we gonna send it to you. We got sizes for the young brothers, you know, with a little slim to them. And, you know, we got size for the brothers with a lot of trim to them. You know what I'm saying? So we got sizes for the slim and trim. You know what I mean? Shout out to Talking Cash Podcast for having, you know, size for the slim and trim. And we gonna see to it that everybody get what they need, get their orders on time in a timely fashion. So yeah, don't even trip. I'm trying to make sure that y'all looking good this summer. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to come down and come and buy the merch whenever y'all see me out, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I got another segment that I'm really gonna be really quick on. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really gonna hold y'all too long for this shit. Shout out to my YouTube family. You know what I'm saying? But Cassie Ventura and the Diddler. Hey, Diddy. Did he do or did he don't? You feel me? But Diddy, you going to jail, bitch. That's what I mean, I got a lot of people that say, you know, especially my really, I don't really care about most people. It's just one relative I got. He's really the only person because he can break down why he feels how he feels, and it's fucked up because our conversations will last like a debate team sitting on the podiums across from each other. You feel me? And we both understand each other's point. So like with his points that he makes on this shit, he makes a lot of valid points, and I fucking definitely get it. You know what I'm saying? And he made me understand a lot of shit too. So I'm gonna get a little bit I'm gonna get into this shit with y'all, man, because I'm sure that, like I say, everybody's watching what's going on. You feel me? Everybody's seeing everybody else's posts, and that's what's kind of making them feel like, you know, like, man, you know, y'all taking sides from the people who y'all see post. You know what I'm saying? And we don't want to. We already being programmed around this motherfucker in America. You know what I'm saying? Even from the smallest things, from green light, red light, yellow light. What's stopping us all from running those fucking lights? You know what I'm saying? It's because we're all programmed. You know what I mean? But we don't want to be programmed into the wrong information, even if it's information that don't got nothing to do with how we shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let y'all check this song out while I get this pulled up for y'all. This is actually fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? And for real, a lot of women are angry. You know what I'm saying? They can't really get past no facts. They can't get past what he's actually being tried for. They can't get past any of that until they stand on the fact that he's a cocksucker and he beat the shit out of Cassie, and he coerced her and made her, you know what I'm saying, do all kinds of things, and she didn't have any kind of say so in anything she was doing. She had no will to say, no, I don't want to do this, prior to even getting in a relationship with this guy. You know what I'm saying? Women just feel like she was just a puppet. You know what I'm saying? And they're feeling so sorry for her, which, you know, that's not fair. A lot of the things that he did to her, maybe everything that he did to her, I do not agree with, because I wouldn't be doing anything like that. You know what I'm saying? This is not how we rock. Especially men who love theyself. You know what I'm saying? This is not coming from a man who loves himself 100% fully. You feel me? He just loves the money that his self has. You dig? So that's the only reason we getting into this. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get this for y'all, but I'm gonna let y'all check out this new joint. It's featuring Little Mo. Sorry about that. It's featuring Little Mo. It's called Money. Straight up.
Yeah, niggas try to make it nobody say. Even when you mind your business, catch one in your face. You try to run, you catch one in your case. So just be careful what you say, cause it's a gun on my blade. Savage out the mail, I never pay for some face. Clientele chasing me, I get the paper and the taste. I took my bitch out, she wanna go on a date. Restaurant, I'm outside, pumping customers wait. No disrespect, but baby girl, I need cash.
Yeah, I try to do what I can. I ain't gonna do y'all too much. But yeah, that's my one of my new songs coming off this FN and the Track Hawk You know, that's that money. Money, 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 money. Yeah. I'm fucking with it, y'all. Y'all fucking with it? Where my dog at? You know, my nigga fucking with it. Straight up. Shout out to Will, man. You know, my nigga up with us. I know it's late. You feel me? But we had to make sure we get this out because it really ain't about our lives no more. You know, our fans, we want y'all to be able to catch this and be able to see it, pause. We want y'all to be able to see this whenever y'all want to versus y'all miss it whenever I go live. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be able to, for the people that might be asleep, for the people that might be at work that can't get to their phones or, you know, they can't get to their headphones, can't have headphones on the shit. I just want to make sure that they are able to be able to get this at their own discretion. You know what I'm saying? Without getting nobody in no trouble. They are about to start getting into like the people who was at them fucking Diddy parties and shit. You know what I'm saying? Right now, today, Cassie testified against Mr. Diddy Combs. You know what I'm saying? And she actually got up there and said some real crazy shit, you know, which actually was, you know, and allegedly was true. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by crazy, she told the shit that this crazy man saw to be fit to be right. He felt that the shit that he was doing was cool enough that he could get away with it. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I mean by she said some crazy shit. I want to get into this a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to give y'all some shit from NPR.org. You know what I'm saying? You know, these are some sites that has the transcript. You know, they got a lot of newsletters and stuff like that goes with cultures. They got their own podcast as well, too. So shout out NPR.org. You know what I'm saying? For their live radio newscasts and podcasts. But let me get into this shit, man. Read a little bit to y'all. Fuck, man. And it's going to get into some of the shit that he's being charged with. So it's fucked up. So, Cassie Ventura's testimony on Tuesday repeatedly underlined an essential element of the prosecutor's case. The element being that Sean Combs exerted control over her personal and professional life for more than a decade. So, I just want to make that clear that y'all do know what he's being tried for. You know what I'm saying? Like what he's actually going to court for, like what he's not, because a lot of people are saying like, well, this motherfucker had the opportunity to tell that nigga no, like what the fuck, and then nigga that the only thing he didn't do was sell her. And then if he would have did that, then that would be called human trafficking. And y'all know how much time they give human traffickers. So the shit that basically he was having her do, the only thing that he did not do to make her a prostitute was that he was paying other motherfuckers, number one. And number two, he never received money to solicit for her to solicit sex. S-E-X or S. I'm sorry, guys. Just cancel out that word. Never said it. And this is totally not the views of Talking Cash Podcast. These are all statements from NPR.org, and we are reacting to the statements and from the transcript of Cassie Ventura's testimony in the Cassie and Sean Combs case. So I just want to make that clear to keep us clear. You know what I'm saying? But to go back into the shit, man, the case that they want to get the prosecutor to see is that Sean Combs exerted control over her personal life for more than a decade. Ventura was 19 when she signed a 10-album deal with Combs' record label, the Bad Boy Entertainment. She testified that Combs pursued her romantically, but soon grew domineering, meaning that he was being dominant, making her, controlling her. Ventura said, quote, Sean controlled a lot of my life, whether it was my career, the way I dressed, everything. Ventura testified that during this time, she recorded hundreds of songs, but Combs never allowed her to release more than one album. Early in the relationship, Ventura said Combs became violent. She said, quote, I would make the wrong face. Next thing I knew, I was getting hit in the face. Some bullshit, gang. Because at what point, my nigga, like when you getting so much cash, like, I ain't even got time to be mad at the bitch. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to. I'm saying, bitch, what? I got a bunch of my cash. You know, hey, my money calling, like, my money calling. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, bye. Oh yeah? Bitch, you want to argue because I didn't do dishes? Bye. You gone. And clapping my hands is, bitch, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? That's how fast I'm going. Bye. But I'm not taking my hands and I said, give it to him. Turn around. What? Like, no, nigga. And if anybody, boy. And I can understand why women get so angry, just feeling like he should just go to jail. He should just go to jail. He should just go to jail. Jail, 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 jail. But baby, girl, ladies, calm the fuck down, because that's not how the law works, because there's something called law. L-A-W. Law, and it's fucked up. The law is actually hypocritical to me. In my eyes, it's hypocritical and it's fucked up. With so many loopholes that it's up to you to find. And if you find the wrong loophole in their eyes, but in our eyes, which is the right loophole, you fucked up. So by law, they have to prove these crimes. And it's not enough with her saying it. So it's a lot of emotion built up behind what he did to her. I beat the boy, I beat the Daytons. You feel me, bro? You feel me? Come on, beat them on, man. The Dayton hammer, huh? Bing, bing, boom, bing, boom. Moss, moss, moss. But the law says you're innocent to proven guilty. Thank you. That's why I got the type of audience members I got in my shit. The law says you're innocent until proven guilty. So it's fucked up. That's why it's imperative for ladies. Stop fucking with these motherfucking cocksuckers because y'all see what they got, bro. These motherfuckers also got spirits inside of them that do not go with what the flow that you trying to do. Some of these motherfucking niggas done seen spirits come about of people. Some of these motherfuckers done seen and heard some shit that keep spirits floating around them. And you are attracted to them. And the consistency of your attraction and the consistency of the texts and you feeling good and feeling like you won are going to draw you closer and closer and closer and closer, and to the point to where you start telling bitches, my man, 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 my man. But in Cassie's case, she was 19. She saw the fact that she could have been a star. Probably what the fuck's up with her family? Where's her fucking mama? Where's her fucking mama? Where's her fucking mama? Where's her fucking daddy? And then when her mom and her dad wasn't around, because she's 19, she's on her own now, who was pumping life into this girl from the time she was 0 to the time she left and met this cocksucker? These are the questions you got to start asking, because the fault starts way before Sean Combs. Swear to God on my mama. Shout out to 607. I try not to, because I get angry. So let's talk about really quick what this cocksucker is charged with. And you guys got to excuse my language. But I do want to remind y'all and remind him, Diddy, you going to jail, bitch. Okay? Jail is bad, but you're going. All right.
You just said it, innocent until proven guilty.
You going. Because you done fucked up, man. You were supposed to not do this. Okay. One of the crimes Combs is charged with is committing. One of the crimes Combs is charged with committing is sex trafficking by force. So not human trafficking, sex trafficking. It's the difference between human trafficking and sex trafficking, even though they both 9 times out of 10 involve sex, not all the time. Human trafficking doesn't always involve sex. Let me take that back. But he's charged with committing sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, whatever. Coercion. Ventura testified that Combs frequently asked her to arrange and participate in elaborate sexual performances with male escorts that he would choreograph and direct. Ventura said these performances made her feel dirty, but Combs kept asking her to do more. She said, quote, "I couldn't say no. I didn't want to make him upset." At the time, she said, she loved Combs and wanted to make him happy, but she felt scared of the violence that might follow if she upset him. Combs sat in the courtroom as Ventura testified for several hours. Combs' defense has argued that throughout their relationship, Ventura was an adult, capable, strong woman who could make her own decisions. Ventura is expected to continue to testify today. That's going to be coming from NPR News. Isabella Gomez Sarmento.
But I got a question though. So who gonna get in trouble for him paying them? So if he's getting charged with that, the ones that came to the house, they should get charged too, because you was soliciting, you was doing an illegal act.
That's right.
By accepting money for sex.
Right.
So everybody should go down.
That's right. And you're right.
But that's why I'm saying that's what.
And that's just like the same thing as saying like and what he was saying was, okay, y'all charging Diddy with the Satan. What about the motherfuckers that was calling the motherfuckers for him, saying, hey, hell, she even called a motherfucker. She admitted to calling a motherfucker up, saying whatever. Am I right? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then all the other people that was in there doing drugs, and all the other people that was in them other rooms, and
I'm just talking about escorts.
Even the escorts, hell, everybody need to be going to jail. The dope man, shit, the nigga that was bringing the shrooms, right? The motherfucker that was bringing the liquor after hours, nigga. I mean, shit, it's a bunch of motherfuckers that was up in this motherfucker that's wrong now. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, when Mama came in that room and said, fees, right? I bet not hear another peep out of you, right? I'm not talking to your cousin over here laying down. I ain't talking to your friends that got to spend the night, the pallets that's laying on the floor. I said, to my son, I hear your voice again, you're going to get the beat down, right? She closed the door, go back in her room, which is right across the hall. Door's wide open. She's got her TV off. She's listening because she's know I'm going to mess up, right? I'm getting this something. The minute one of my friends feels that since he plays too much at his house, he want to play some more. And a nigga busts a joke. And guess who's the loudest laugher in the house? My house, right? Me. I bust out, blah, whoop. Guess who voice? Guess who's up on the stand now? Not everybody in the house that was laughing. She actually said, if I hear your voice again. But she said the next voice that I hear. It just so happens my voice was the only voice that she heard. So now mama's going to come in that room and grab the voice that she heard. Now when I'm standing in front of that judge, mama, she ain't trying to hear nothing about my cousin from Woodblock or, cuz from Missouri. That nigga said a fat joke about my other auntie and mama. It was funny. Okay, yeah. Bing, bing. The person on trial right now is Sean Combs. Nobody ever mentioned the dope man that was bringing in the apes of Kush. They ain't tripping with him, That was actually some good Kush. We ain't tripping with the escort, the sexy escort with the long wig on with the color. That was actually some good gush. Hey, we gave a round of applause for that good gush. I want the fish that sold us that shit with that Billy. I want the big fish. They never trip off the little niggas selling the dime bags on the corner. But if they catch him on the corner selling dime bags, he's going to jail. You know what I'm saying? So at this, everybody, it was some motherfuckers that are going to go and be brought up on charges. Right? People are going to be brought up on charges. This is exactly why a lot of people have stepped down from their positions way before this trial had even started. And we were seeing people selling their shit, giving niggas rights to shit. Hell, anybody seen Russell Simmons?
No, he's still over there.
Shit, Russell ain't coming back to this motherfucker.
Yeah, he ain't coming back.
Ain't nobody talking about Russell.
They can't extradite this nigga.
But y'all, where's Russell, man? Bet they don't go over there fucking with him. It ain't not a fat farm or baby fat. It ain't a fat farm, baby fat, apple bottom around this motherfucker nowhere. And his ex-wife sitting around this motherfucker fat as hell now. Don't even want to be seen on camera. I'm saying. So Diddy, you fucking going, man. Because Diddy fucked up. What Diddy did was got too full of his bag, bro. Instead of filling up the bag, he got to climbing in there like Scrooge McDuck, swimming in the money with his dumb ass. Suge Knight told y'all about the nigga a long time ago. He told y'all to come on down to death row. You come down to death row, I'll tell you what. You ain't gonna have no problems. If you don't want a nigga in your video dancing, P.Diddy been fucking up, y'all. But just nobody ever brought him up on charges. He been swimming in the money. Nobody ever brought him up on charges, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like I said, like, in this situation here, Diddy, man, the diddler. Diddy, you going to jail, bitch. Yeah. You get the Wonka today, man. I mean, you put your fucking hands on her. You made this girl do all kinds of shit, and then, bitch, you was 30 goddamn 6 and she was 19, gang. She was 19, gang. You was looking at this little girl. She was 9 fucking teen, gang. God damn, boy. They say, man, in the feds, even in the feds, I know Diddy right now is in the feds, a nasty motherfucker. Anybody that know about the judicial system and know about the federal prison system knows that them East Coast, shout out to my East Coast niggas, but in the prison system, gang, y'all some nasty motherfuckers. And we ain't, because right now we just starting, and but you know what they say about them in the state pen over here in Missouri. Y'all know who the nastiest niggas in the state pen in the state of Missouri is. What city? I'll just leave it at that. So having to say that, Diddy is getting where he's comfortable. Somebody gonna try to go take the honey bun from Diddy. Nigga fuck around, walk out of there sore. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You try to take that from Diddy. Diddy fuck around, rub some honey bun cream on your nipples, man. You know what I'm saying? You done walked up in this man's cell expecting you feel me? Dog done fucked around and learned some shit when he was out there doing the shit with his son. And just you walk out of there, not me, not us, you nigga, trying to take something from Diddy. So it's like, bro, if this is what we doing, we gonna have to find a new way, bro. You know what I'm saying? Diddy, like, goddamn, like, but Diddy, you going to jail. You know what I'm saying? They can prove that, and this is really what they can prove. What is he fighting again? They can prove that you were sex trafficking by force. And this is why Cassie's statements were so much saying like, yeah, I did this and phone call, but I was scared that, like she said right here. She said it like, she said, I quote, I would make the wrong face. Next thing I knew, I was getting hit in the face. We go back up here. What is he being charged with? What is the crimes again? Sex trafficking by coercion, or sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. Meaning he coerced her with some money. He coerced her into it like, hey, if you do this, I'll do this. Hey, baby girl, do this. I'll love you forever. Hey, baby girl, just by charm, which is a sin. I'm saying, Diddy's a fucking cocksucker. Look in her testimony. She testified that Combs frequently asked her to arrange and participate in elaborate performances with male escorts that he would choreograph and direct. Hey, homeboy, get over here and come give daddy some of that. Pause. Because you know he like calling men daddy. He said it to Fabulous and the homie Jadakiss. He said he liked it, liked the way he's squirming, scraping a daddy. Pause. And at that time, neither one of them reached across the table and slapped. So this had to let you know that this man is a fucking maniac. this man is with all them pills he got, and y'all tripping with Cosby? You know, Cosby was old, man. He might have needed a few Klonopin. You know. You walk back in Bill Cosby dressing room, and you might walk in with one in the air. Hey, hold on 1 second. Jello pulled it. You know what I'm saying? So I could get that. But Diddy, you over here with a bitch. That nigga had a bed bigger than my motherfucking backyard, bro. In his backyard. That Chris Brown Did the roll bounce on? Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, Diddy, bro. Like, so like that's where. And did he get the one? Big wonk of the motherfucking day, bro. So like I was telling y'all, like, y'all really, if y'all really see what he's on trial for, you will see how much shit he actually did step in. Because it's not what she knows, it's what she can prove. You feel what I'm saying? So if she can prove that Sean Combs coerced her, which they have testimonies from other stars who don't like Sean Combs. Kid Cudi is performing. Look at this shit. I didn't turn it into a motherfucker. That nigga said Kid Cudi is performing. No. Kid Cudi is testifying tomorrow. Sean Combs allegedly blew up Kid Cudi's fucking car. You know what I'm saying? Kid Cudi hates Sean Combs. And he's got some freaky tales of Sean Combs as well. So it's not going to be hard, bro. Yeah, they can find little shit in Cassie's little shit and try to say, yeah, but yeah, like he said, man, this girl was old enough. Yeah. But through testimony of other people and the victim, a pregnant victim, who they tried to say, hey, don't fucking do not add that pregnant shit. Y'all better fucking forget that she's pregnant. Don't make a decision because you see the pregnant lady up there. It don't matter. Tory Lanez went to jail. Diddy's going to jail. Y'all can mark my words. But he ain't fighting the state like Young Thug was. He ain't fighting the state. This man is fighting the people that's on the back of that dollar bill. This dude is fighting the motherfuckers that Master P had made that song. If them feds only knew that you were the one. That's who P.Diddy is fighting. You feel me? El Chapo. You know. So I got, some was brought up to me, which was real. Like, so they trying to charge the black man, when we bring the black man into this shit. The same black man that knew all this shit when he got that $1 billion, that we were oppressed and we are oppressed and we are the black man. You know what I'm saying? Like, this man knew that when he was coercing that girl into performing all these acts. This man knew that before he got caught, that he was a black man in America. That same black man paid somebody to fucking take out Tupac. In my fucking eyes. Allegedly, and according to Keefy fucking D, we thought was some old crip just on this motherfucker just running his fat mouth. Just so happens, Keefy fucking D cracked open the fucking case of who killed Tupac Shakur, bro. And he cracked the case on Vlad TV and everybody else's fucking talk show and podcast. So it's like, You going, bro. Even if you didn't do nothing, even if Cassie did do her own drugs, she brought her own freebase. She had some in her purse when she came. Okay. But bro, you gotta go down for some of this bullshit you done did, bro. Like we call it in the streets, like we call it, you still gotta pay the game god for that shit you been doing and ain't never got caught, bro. Yeah. Because niggas don't be trying to get God involved in the street life because that's the devil, and niggas don't be, you feel me? Like, niggas don't be doing all that. So a nigga be like the game god, like karma. It's gonna be the game god. You know what I'm saying? So you keep your good, you keep your karma good by doing people right. You keep your karma good by fucking over who fucks you, pause. But you don't fuck over good people. You fuck over good people, even if you got a dumbass female that might not know what's going on because the last nigga didn't teach her shit. Okay. Don't fuck her over. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to pay in the long run, bro. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not by jail. Maybe by old age and confusion, homie. It's fucked up what my nigga doing to her, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's actually pretty fucked up. But you know, he gotta take that. Nah, y'all, nah, for real. He gotta take that. Hey, he gotta take that. You know? Oh man, come on, man. Hey, so you know, Talking Cash Podcast, man. We gonna order us some merch. Get y'all some merch from Talking Cash Podcast at iCloud.com, man. Go on, leave your size. Go on, leave your address or whatever your shipping info is, or a telephone number, and we may be able to arrange delivery or pickup. This is Talking Cash Podcast merch, and this merch is on sale at Talking Cash Podcast at iCloud.com. That is Talking Cash Podcast at iCloud.com, and you can order all your merch, all your celebrity shit, all your celebrity news, anything you want to turn in, any pictures you want to see in, any of your businesses, any of you musicians, any artists, any content creators. We also do promotion, you know what I'm saying, on the show as well. So everything has to go through Talking Cash Podcast at iCloud.com, and we also have an email at TalknCashPodcast@gmail.com as well. So order your merch from the iCloud, my nigga, and it might come falling from the clouds. You never know. Straight up. Yeah, but I tell you, man, the diddler might around and scriddler. I'm assuming that they're not gonna let that dude testify. It would probably be the smartest thing in the world. God damn it, bro. So CNN was reporting this, man. They was talking about, you know, the evidence that was shown today. Right? And they were saying that some of the evidence introduced in the Sean Diddy Combs sex traffic or S trafficking, sorry about that, S trafficking trial has been made available to the public, including the email from a former security guard who responded to a 2016 incident between Combs and Cassie Ventura, his then girlfriend, in which hotel surveillance footage shows Combs physically assaulting her. The evidence is related to testimony on Monday from Los Angeles police officer Israel Flores, who was a security official at the former Intercontinental Hotel in Los Angeles in March 2016 when he got the call saying there was a woman in distress. Flores testified that Combs later approached him in the hotel room with a wad of cash that he interpreted to be a bribe. He said he declined the cash. In his email about the incident, Flores wrote that Combs told him, "You take care of this, and I'll take care of you." You know. There are also 4 photos of the aftermath of the assault in the hallway. They show the broken vase and flowers strewn across the hallway and stains on the wall. Excuse me. And that was via CNN.com too, man. Fuck. So I mean, this Israel Flores cat. I mean, what the fudge? I mean, the prosecutors brought in this damn witness, and now he's an LAPD officer. He was a security guard in the hotel, who obviously they said turned down the bribe. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, he recognized Combs. That's the first thing, because the prosecutors are going to first be like, well, how did you know this was Sean Combs? Well, hell, I see him on TV all the time. Flores said he stepped out of the elevator and saw Combs and the woman in the elevator lobby. When asked, Flores identified Combs in the courtroom as wearing a gray sweater. You know what I'm saying? Flores also testified that he arrived on the floor at the Intercontinental Hotel and saw Combs sitting in a towel and socks while having a devilish stare. The most thing they're really tripping off of is like to actually, and we got to remember, the dude assaulted the girl. You know what I'm saying? So like, this is one of the things that this dude is going to be fighting. And this is going to go with her testimony as to why she's so scared to tell this nigga, no, I'm not about to let all y'all pound on me. You know what I'm saying? So it's saying that her injury, it says she had a fucking purple eye, that Flores said. And Flores had asked her if she wanted him to call the cops, but she repeatedly said that she wanted to leave, he testified. The incident report, Flores said that he drafted an incident report the same day, which described the incident from start to finish and included Combs's and Ventura's name and photos. Of course, y'all know about that footage that they've been showing. You know what I'm saying? They said that the jury was shown a surveillance footage from the altercation between Combs and Ventura from 2016, of course, and then additional footage shown Flores escorting Combs back up to his room, followed by Ventura walking down the hall after them. Jury also viewed footage taken from Flores' cell phone. You know what I'm saying? The police wasn't called. Flores said he didn't call the police after the incident because he said there was no victim there. Obviously, nobody was pressing charges. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. You know what I mean? That's why it was really no report of it ever, because, I mean, shit, he asked the woman, did she want me to call the police? The woman just said, I wanted to leave, of course. You know what I mean? So, like, he asked Cassie at that point, and of course, she was scared. That she's saying, you know what I'm saying? But the nigga just came down the hallway in a fucking hotel towel and some Nike socks and some church socks, and he drop kicked her, bro. Like, now that's like somebody coming full speed down the hallway and Stone Cold Steve Austin a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, just come through, blue, like, you know what I'm saying? Full speed, like the nigga's fucked up, bro. So, like, I mean, fuck, man. I just don't see this dude getting out of here, man. And so this day, it was a freak off going on in the room when she was jetting up out of. So how she snuck up out of there fully dressed with another man in the room, and this dude, Sean Combs, come busting up out there in some church socks and a bath towel. Man, that dude's a freaky fucking dude, man. You get the wonk of the day, man. You a scary dude. Sean, you a scary dude, man. First of all, he darted about that room and had to throw a towel on. You was a freaky dude, man. And it was another man in the room. So they said questions about man in Combs' room. The defense asked Flores about why he didn't mention seeing another man in Combs' room. God dang, bro. Sorry, I had to put my head down, man. The defense asked Flores about why he didn't mention seeing another man in Combs' hotel room in the incident report or to anyone else. Flores testified he didn't think it was relevant to the report. Flores, you didn't think for 1 second that it was something fucking weird that he's in there drop kicking the shit out of her in a bath towel and there's another man in his fucking room? And I'm fair, so I guess I wouldn't have thought that. If this is P.Diddy, I ain't gonna think that the dude is in there doing no damn freak off with Cassie. I can't even believe he beating her up right now. I like that song. You know. So at the end of the day, y'all, I just feel like this is just a real example of somebody letting a fortune take over their decision making. Somebody that clearly 10 years ago, bro, and this is just to go to show that anybody that's how the law works. Statute of limitations don't go on shit that you can prove still. And especially if you can say certain shit like somebody, I was scared for my life, or I was scared I was going to lose. That's why, you know, shout out to the men. And Cassie is a real victim in this situation, bro. I'm going to be 100% honest, bro, because we know women are emotional. And then you get some, like I say, bro, that like ain't never had nobody love them for real, or ain't never had nobody show them, you know what I'm saying? Like no real, you get it. Like nobody ever pumped no kind of knowledge into them. Like, you feel me? Nobody ever, you know, intimately kind of do the things maybe that you might be able to do. So like, we know how easy it is, you know what I'm saying, for one to get mentally, like, I guess, locked into you. You know what I'm saying? So like, when it's like that, bro, a lot of times, like, even with me, shit, like, bro, I've caught myself, hey, bro, I done pushed off a lot of shit that done got too serious, way more serious than I was trying to be. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not focused. All you focusing on is what you want out of me, what your mind is telling you that you want. But once you wake up out of that and see that I'm not even that person that you, and I'm trying to tell you that, but you won't leave. Like, see, it's like too much. And it's like the more people that you see that come around like that, I can't do nothing with no dummy. But then again, there's some people that can. There's some people that can do a lot of things with a dummy. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, you know, we working on everybody, and we working on people working on their mind and their concepts. So we gonna end it for the night. We did us a good one. We got us a nice old little bit up out of this segment. This was just one of our Talking Cash podcast late night talks. you know, because it was one of the things that was a big thing on the internet. You know, it was a big thing all over social media for real, and all over the CNN and or all over the world news. You know what I'm saying? CNN news, TMZ, shit like that. So just because it didn't happen in our community doesn't necessarily mean that we don't need to be informed and getting some, you know, real information about what's going on too, and finding out, you know, where we can, you know, get more information of our own, do our own research about some of this shit. Because even though that these stars is going through this, you know what I'm saying, even though that they're going through some things as far as the money wise we might not understand, but bro, it's a lot of shit that they going through, bro, that some of y'all is doing in our backyards right now. It's some traumas that people are fucking, you know, being triggered by, and it's some things that, you know, some sicknesses that motherfuckers like Sean Combs got, you know, that some of your, you know, baby daddies or some of your cousins or brothers, maybe you even a father, you know, maybe even a friend or a loved one may have these same type of sicknesses. And just because it's, you know, happening in the rich world, we not really paying attention to it. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that happens to us every day. You know what I mean? So it was definitely informative. You know what I'm saying? And we want to keep being one of the most informative talk shows in the city. You know what I mean? So this was just one of our little deals that, you know, seeing how much controversy that it was getting, you know what I'm saying, and seeing how much attention that the controversy was getting, we definitely had to cover a little bit of that Sean Combs and Cassie trial, as well as the Megan Thee Stallion and you know, Tory Lanez case too, which is actually pretty fucked up myself. And Megan, motherfucker, you definitely know that you're getting the Wonka today, because you shouldn't never lied on that man. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's going to conclude our show for tonight. I am your host, Feezy Motherfucker Cash. You feel me? It's on the bottom right hand corner, man. And this is Talking Cash Podcast. This is actually the late night edition for our talk show. So we hopefully hoping that y'all enjoyed the show tonight. Be tuned in because we got a special guest. I was definitely covering Kansas City nightlife, and I got a special guest coming in next week who you guys better be prepared for, because with this one is pretty much the king of Kansas City nightlife, and that's what I'm gonna call it in my eyes. I know the city fucking agrees with me as well, so it's gonna be a good one, man. Like I said, shout out to our sponsor for tonight, which is Talking Cash Podcast. You know, like I said, for merch and all kinds of other Talking Cash Podcast shirts and t-shirts and all that good stuff, ribbons and headbands and all this shit. Y'all can go ahead and make sure that y'all hit the email if you want to order some merch. We'll definitely get it to you. You can order that at TalknCashPodcast at iCloud.com. For all merch, you can choose your sizes. You know, we always got somebody who's going to respond 24/7 to make sure that your needs are met. You know what I'm saying? As well as I also, like I said, be sure to look out for that. Talking Cash Podcast shirts are on sale now. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, look at the bottom of your screen. You can order all your sizes, any color of shirt that you see. You know what I'm saying? As far as what we got, you can always talk and correspond with one of the agents, and they'll definitely let you know what's available. You know what I'm saying? So be looking out for that. Also, I want y'all to be looking out for my new single that's about to drop. Feezy Cash, of course, that's myself. You know what I'm saying? And the new single is called We Just Raw. You know what I'm saying? Featuring Hustle Muscle. You dig? So shit, we gonna be doing that motherfucker real rough here in the next couple of days. Matter of fact, it might be by the end of this week. I'm gonna be doing the spring jam. It's gonna be outside on the Vine, hosted by DJ Street King. Shout out Street King. So definitely be looking for this song, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been having a lot of people ask about it. You know what I'm saying? It's coming off my album, FN and Track Hawk. And trust me, this motherfucker about to drop too. So we working. You know what I'm saying? Feezy Cash is definitely working for his folkers, for his folkers trying to be a broker. You did? So like I said, this is Talking Cash Podcast. We appreciate everybody that took their time out because we know you motherfuckers can't sleep. Some of you motherfuckers better remember to set that alarm to go to work tomorrow now. Don't be fucking around now. You motherfuckers sitting around scrolling on that Facebook, seeing your homie on this motherfucker, and now you've been stuck and locked in for about an hour or two. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all set them alarms, man, to go get to that day tomorrow, man, because we got to keep the bag rolling. We definitely don't want to be intervening with the sack. You know what I mean? So I am Feezy Cash. This is Talking Cash Podcast. We appreciate everybody for coming out. Y'all have yourself a good night, and we going to rock this motherfucker until the wheels fall off. I'm Feezy Cash, your motherfucking host, and we gonna do it to it.
Yeah, niggas try to make it nobody say. Even when you mind your business, catch one of your face. You try to run, you catch one of your cakes. So just be careful what you say, cause it's a gun on my face. Savage out the mail, I never pay for some face. Clientele chasing me, I get the paper in the face. I took my bitch out, she wanna go on a date.